Hey everyone, we're back with Fate Grand Order. Last time, Maeve showed up, which was both expected and unexpected. Like, I knew Maeve, well, Ray was in this Lost Belt, right? Just didn't know she'd show up now. Oh, we're on events. Let's go over to singularities. There we go. Let's bring regular Kiara. Don't know what we're fighting here, but oh. Straight in? Okay, sure. I don't remember exactly where we last left off. Did we leave Maeve in them? Or were we about to, or something? Black dogs. They've talked about these. I forget if we actually fought them before, though. We probably have. I just, further fights. You know how it goes. What's the lore behind black dogs? They kill Moors and fairies? So they're bad, but they're not all bad? Something like that. You go, Kiara. Yeah, there's wave one. So, yeah, I don't really know where we are. Oh, fire fairies. Do we have... Yeah, okay, we can do this. They just... No, so it was like, yeah, there has to be 7 arrows here. That's important. I think it's 7, right? 8? There's a lot. You got a pad for time. And then I was like, joke's on you, Nasu. I got double caster Pretoria. So yeah, the Halloween event's been going on. I'm not quite finished with it yet. I'm on the final section right now. So pretty much done with it. It's actually pretty good. It's one of my favorite events in, like, recent times. It's not like super long too, which is nice. Like in the beginning, there was 1 or 2 like really long sections, which I like it when they break up the sections a little, right? Like instead of like super long ones, just like a bunch of short ones. What I'd prefer. And I mean, it would work better for like a mobile game design, right? Like break it up into digestible pieces, but yeah, it's just fun. The Cinderella event. I love Elizabeth, which probably helps me like the events, but Halloween's always a fun time. I was sad when they skipped it last year. Was it also the year before that? Did they skip 2 Halloweens? I forget. A little trip southbound through the chocolate fields brought us back to southern Britain. Gloucester's not too far from here. How about stopping by? You've never been to Gloucester before, right, Happy Cat? Gloucester is... I get them all mixed up. Is that just the one we found Da Vinci in? No, but it's Morgan City, right? Oh, okay. I have a pretty clear idea of what it'd be like. Could be fun, but I also doubt it's got any cute brides for me. So I'm good with whatever Horsey decides. See, the hardest part about Avalon le Fae, learning British geography. I see. That's too bad. Like, I've got a good idea of like a higher level, like European geography, right? But like the locations of individual cities in Britain, yeah, that's impossible. Maybe we should go back to Norwich? Are we gonna ring the bell? Or just meet up with Pepe? No, I don't think that would be a good idea. Going back to Norwich now would be dangerous. Spriggan will definitely be up to something, even with the Count there. I agree. Best thing we can do now is lay low and plan our next move. If we're going to decide on something as important as whether we fight the Queen or run from her, we'll need someplace safe to consider our plan. Gloucester's definitely out. Don't know about Morian, but I wouldn't trust Colin's guy as far as I could throw her. Yeah, that's fair. What about the Welsh Forest? That's Oberon's territory after all. Salisbury could be another good option. How about it? Tell Lady Aurora everything that happened so far. I don't know. I still don't trust her even if she saw it. What do you think, Oberon? Good question. Well, I definitely wouldn't recommend my forest. Make for a lousy secret headquarters. And I don't think Salisbury or Norwich are safe either. We shouldn't put too much credence in the Queen's promise to leave us alone. If Beryl were to lead Morgan's army against us, Aurora wouldn't be able to stop him. Looks like Knocknarea was right. We need our own military strength. Maybe we should go back to the Storm border? Because it'd be fun to show it off to Artoria and Gareth. I mean, it'd work, but that's out of the... out of the way, isn't it? We don't have to go through the nameless woods either. We can take a detour around to reach the coast. Plus, we could also stop by Artoria's hometown, Tintagel, on the way. No, let's save that for our last resort. We're not running for our lives yet, after all. If it's military strength we need, we've got exactly one option. The army people? In fact, I'd say the safest place for the Child of Prophecy right now isn't a fairy city at all. It's the city southeast of Oxford. We need to go to England's capital and proper human history. Londinium. Which is London. Did they ever call it Londinium? I've never heard that outside of Fate. The ruins of Londinium, where humans have set up their home base. Now that Artoria's gotten rid of Norwich's calamity, there's no reason for us to hesitate to knock on their door. I think it's time Britain's destined savior paid the Round Table Army a visit. Okay, that's what they're called. So we are seeing them in this chapter. Okay. I thought it was mentioned they were in Londinium or London, or I assume they're the same thing, just it's like an antiquated name. Is London in southeast Britain? I thought it was a little more central. I got no idea. Look, I've never been outside the Western Hemisphere, okay? I've got no clue what's going on over there in Europe. This is 5 AP, by the way, which is weird. Good job, everyone. Knew it wasn't easy coming so far without stopping to sleep, but we're almost to Londinium now. Only 2 more hills to go. But first, why don't we take a quick break? Since it's almost lunchtime. Sure, you'd rather have a relaxing meal outside instead of rocking back and forth in the carriage, too. Right, Horsey? We're safe out here? We left the main roads between cities during the night, so I'm sure we won't run into any of the Queen's troops around here. So we're finally visiting Londinium. Wonder what the stories say about it. Well, up until 2,000 years ago, when it was still the Fae era, oh boy, lore. It's the largest city in all of Britain. It said that 5 fairy clans coexisted there peacefully. They even chose a human for their lord. Really? Then does that mean Londinium used to be a human city? Sure does. It was destroyed during an insurrection that took place at the end of the Fae era. Made by the most heavily fortified city in Britain at the time. Guess there wasn't much it could do against an attack from within. The fact that they chose a human, that's gotta be relevant, right? No, well, so I'm thinking, 2,000 years ago, that's right around the time Morgan became queen. So that's gotta be relevant. We'll see. Still haven't found out how it ended up in ruins after that, though. After all, the queen decided to build a new castle, Camelot, instead of rebuilding Londinium. Huh. Guess you don't know everything about everything after all, Oberon. It was the fairy clans that reduced Londinium to rubble. After Ask ended the war between the various clans, she appointed a human knight as their new king. The human boy who was leading the Round Table Army at the time. Oh. A huge festival is held to celebrate the new king and his coming reign. A boy. Galahad? But then during his coronation, a group of anti-fairy humans started a riot. It was mentioned that there's like a super strong Tomlin, which I assume is Galahad. So maybe that's where, you know, he was in Fairy Britain. Or in this Lost Belt, rather. But a number of the fairies who were living in Londinium were killed. The clan heads were increased, so they raided Londinium and put every soldier in the Round Table Army to death. The knight who was supposed to be king fell in battle, and Ask was executed after the clan heads held her responsible for the riot. Or it could just be Percival. Is it just Grimm? Grimm the sage managed to give them the slip? Since no one could kill the Black Knight, they crushed his ears and threw him into the sea. They should have tried cutting off his limbs. By that point, the Tomlin had gotten fed up with the whole ridiculous ordeal, decided to go over to Orkney, taking Isk's coffin with them. Is the Black Knight Lancelot? Or, no, I mean, we already have a Tomlin Lancelot, so it's gotta be someone else, I think. Ask. That's the fairy who was once treated as Britain's savior, right? From what I heard, her, the Sage, the Black Knight, and the Tomlin all saved Britain countless times. So what was the Tomlin's name? Oh, Mike told me that back in Salisbury. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was That's weird. I know I've heard it before, but I can't remember what it was. Oh. Don't worry about it. Oh, come on! My point is, Londinium has a lot of history as the home base of Britain's humans. So those new ground table armies hold up where the old one got wiped out. Ain't the superstitious type, but don't you think that's just asking for trouble? Yeah. You'll see why it's not a problem once we get to Londinium, Morimasa. Frankly, if you ask me, both Morgan and the clan heads ought to have their heads examined. I don't know why else they'd abandoned Londinium, even after they destroyed it. Oh, it's got special powers? You think the clock tower's here? Well, the clock tower's not that old, though. Plus, you know so much about Londinium, have you yet? And you don't know anything about Gloucester or Salisbury? I know about Salisbury. It's the city with the big cathedral, right? I've seen Aurora before, too. I just didn't pay her much attention. She's not my type. I see. So, are you sure you're okay with missing out on all the beautiful cities? Sure, I'm sure. This isn't exactly a sightseeing tour. Kinda curious why you're so considerate of me, though. Wishing for a discount on your wedding dress or something? Huh? No, I'm not looking for a dress. I haven't even found a partner yet. Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm gonna get Artoria to marry me. Just get a 20-step plan. You know, step 1, get Happy Cat on your side. I mean, it's not that. It's just what? Nothing. Gonna go fetch some water. Be right back. Gareth is like, okay, someone less useful than even me. Get it? She feels bad for him. I say that now. Gareth will get their cool moment eventually. What does Gareth know? That was close. I almost said something I shouldn't again. Anyway, kinda worried about Happy Cat. Do you think Gareth's actually a servant? They're not just like a weird fairy in a weird situation? I can see Artoria and Horsey's futures just fine. What? But I can't see anything for hers. Oh, Mors? Mors? Yep! I have to kill it before it touches me! Yeah! Okay, I guess she is a fairy. Well, that's weird. My lance has always worked before. Artoria flashback? Oh, yeah. That's only because Artoria was helping out with her magecraft. Uh-oh. Gareth's dead. But now that it's just me... No, Percival's gonna show up and save her. Yep. It kind of looks like letters there. It's like trying to solve a CAPTCHA. Wait. No, that's very clearly Japanese. I recognize, right there. That is definitely either hiragana or... Yeah, no, that is definitely Japanese. And that kind of looks like the kanji for person. I know that one because or guy who made a joke about it that I didn't get. I wonder if people back when part 2 came out translated this. Like, it's tough, but you can just about make it out, right? I always get carried away like this even though I'm weak. So now I'm gonna die out here, unable to fight back, never having accomplished anything. Yeah, okay, there he is. You were so close! What's Percival's voice? I have no idea. I think I used him like once. You were so close! If you're just taking 6 steps back and got a running start, you could have definitely taken it out. Oh no, he's cool. He's like the big brother character. You're not just the biggest fairy out there, so you're not the biggest fairy out there, so you'll need more than just the weight of a thrust to get through the Morse's skin. Make sure the foot you're racing on faces forward instead of to the side. Try to let gravity do the hard work for you. I forget what does Percival do? Is he the son of the Fisher King? If so, I know him from RuneScape. But I guess that'll be something to work on next time, which is all the more reason to stand back up now. Okay. May I ask who you... Oh, is he a servant or a fairy? Because if he's a servant, then he knows who Gareth is. Me? Came out here to fetch some water and saw you going into the forest. I was going to warn you to be careful, since we tend to get moors out here. Oh, wait, hold on. Does it look Japanesey? Not really. But I guess it was a little too late. Luckily, there are only 2 of them. Do you think you can help me? I'd really appreciate it. Yes, of course. I'm Gareth, by the way. I'm Percival. Would you mind taking the moors on the right then, brave knight? Wait, did he say Percival? What? Okay, but what's up with Gareth seeing the future? That's a thing they can do, apparently? They say they've seen both Artoria and mine, but not Hapatrox? Oh, he gave the archer to Gareth, since they're both Lancers. That's cute. Noble Phantasm's locked. I don't really know what he does. Okay. The taunt. Use MP gain when damn. Well, that doesn't really help, does it? Like invincible. Okay. Archer first, since it gets his Noble Phantasm faster. Okay, he's got standard protagonist voice. Like, I'm sure he, Percival would be the protagonist of, like, his own isekai anime. I mean, that's about what you expect from him, right? Okay, Gareth, you get him. We can still get Gareth's Noble Phantasm, though. I wonder why Percival's locked. I don't actually know what his is, so I'm assuming it's story. Oh, come on, Gareth, you suck. Yeah, I'm gonna... Percival. Like, I know his name, I just don't know, like, any stories about him. What do you do again? Like, single target? Yeah, okay. So let's nuke this guy. Well, hold on, let's... Oh, that's a heal, too. Okay. Percival. Apparently that's a shirt. Percival menswear? No. Wikipedia. There we go. Percival, the story of the Grail. He's best known for being the original hero in the quest for the Grail, or being replaced in later literature by Galahad. Okay, I was thinking about him in regards to the Holy Grail, but Fate's always the one who mentions Galahad. So I think he may have been the guy in RuneScape to get the Holy Grail. RuneScape, the Knights of the Round Table got isekai to RuneScape. Don't ask questions. There's like, I think 3 quests involving them. The second one is called the Holy Grail. You're trying to find the Holy Grail. I know. Wild. The Fisher King has it. Who I know is a real figure in Arthurian mythology. And to get it, you have to go find his son because he's dying to take over his land or something. Also, the Black Knight's in it. Apparently, the Fisher King is his uncle, based off me skimming Wikipedia. Okay, that checks out. Okay, gotta stop reading this. I won! Can't believe it! Should be the Moors on my own. That was great. Don't sell yourself short. You're already strong. You only get stronger the more you train. This guy is gonna die horribly. I just know it. By the way, Gareth, right? She didn't say her name. I don't recall seeing you around here before. You should know, there's going to be a big battle here soon. Probably be safer heading to Norwich or Manchester instead of staying here. Unless... you came here looking to join Londonium's Round Table army? We could really use all the help we can get at this point. Even so, I'm not sure Londonium is the best place for a lovely girl like yourself. There's still lots of holes in the roofs we still haven't gotten around to patching up yet. Not to mention the ghosts that haunt us at night. Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt, but... do you really think your name is Percival? Yep, that's me. Good name for a human, isn't it? Pretty fond of it myself. Oh, please let me introduce myself more properly. I'm Gareth, attendant to the Child of Prophecy. I'm happy to tell you she's making her way to Londonium right now. Oh, that's just right. He's like, dang it, I actually have to, what's the word, like, elevate? But escalate, this conflict. He's just having fun chilling out being a renegade versus Morgan, but now he actually has to go to war. I wonder if Percival's gonna be like a total weirdo somehow. Like, yeah, I mean, the Knights of the Round Table and Fate. They all tend to be a little, out there. Yeah, it's really taking your time. Maybe I'm getting worked up over nothing, but can't help but worry. You know, I think I'll go fetch some water myself. Cross the hills after I get back. I'll go with... Huh? Looks like Garrett's back. Huh. Wonder why she's jumping up and down all excited like that. See, she has someone with her, too. Someone tall and pretty handsome. I recognize that oversized breastplate anywhere. Or just, take out the plate and that's me whenever, Tomlin Gawain shows up. Hey, guys! You'll never believe this! Look who I met! It's Percival! The leader of the Round Table Army and the strongest human in Britain. He is blushing. Sorry, I know this isn't the most proper introduction. Gingerbread loves him. It's an honor to meet you, Child of Prophecy. And you, a foreign mage. Oh, we introduced ourselves then. I'm Percival, the Round Table Army's acting leader. So is he a native? No, I'm dressed like a knight, but I'm really just an ignorant country boy. Never studied the ways of chivalry, so hope you can forgive any inadvertent rudeness on my part. Dude, Rage of it is all over him. Rage, why are you so worked up? Yeah. You mean you don't know? Percival's the only person in all of fairy Britain who rides into battle on the back of a fairy horse. He's the strongest, most spiritual human ever. Are these gonna be the, you know, Camelot had, Tawaria, Tota, and, Shranzong? Are these those two? The kind of goofy filler characters? They're all doing their own stuff. They have a sad death scene. Can't think of a more touching sight than rider and horse in perfect sync, each trusting the other with their lives. Just imagine a rider and their horse sharing one mind and one body. Be a miraculous dream come true. Well, thank you. Kundry would be thrilled to hear that. Don't know what I'll do without her. Sorry, I got a little off track. I tend to do that whenever someone brings up my trusty partner. Anyway, I wonder if that's a... I'm gonna Google that while I read. I understand why you're here, now. You need a safe place to prepare your confrontation with the Queen's army, yes? Kundry. Needs to know Parsifal 1982 movie. The High Messenger of the Grail in... That's gotta be related. Kundry horse. Let's type that. Oh, that just brings up the Type Moon wiki. Oh, we saw the horse in the gameplay just now, I think, right? I think. Because it had a sprite and it looks... I think he used that in like his extra animation or something. Then you're very welcome to stay with us in Londinium. I'm afraid it still needs a lot of repairs, so it's not in the best shape to welcome the Child of Prophecy. But it's also one of the most heavily fortified places in Britain. I promise my soldiers and I will keep you safe while you plan your next move. Okay, sure. Kinda looks like a face. Here's the eyes, and we're entering the mouth. Oh, it's Dark Souls! We're at Firelink Shrine! The supply team is back with lumber. Let's get back to repairing those ramparts. Then 80% up to the outer walls and 20% to the inner walls. Focus on patching up the kids' home first. These guys are gonna die horribly. I know the Lost Belts by now. Sky's merchants are heading out to Norwich this afternoon to buy supplies. If there's anything you need, add to the list. Don't be shy. We've got the Count backing us. Just go easy on the luxury goods. Yeah. Remember, we can't match the Fang Clan's speed. We need to fight smarter, not harder. Take a beat before following up your spear strikes. Your opponents will dodge them easily if you thrust too soon. Keep your spears pointed ahead of you as soon as you sense a shield coming. Don't forget to keep your sword on hand too, so you can also stab your opponent in their flank at the same time. Don't bother with bows and arrows. You'll never hit anyone. The enemy will see you coming the moment you take aim. We'll have 10 archers firing volleys from the ramparts for defense. Should keep the enemy back. If they actually hit someone, even better. Oh, hello. What's the guy's name from Hero Academia with the scar? Hello, Zuko. There we go. You're now an Avatar character. He has a face, so he's going to die horribly too. I only know how to sharpen blades, but I can still help. Look, mister, the tip of your spear is chipped. You'll never beat the fairy's fangs with that. Why don't you stop by our smithy sometime? Ain't exactly pristine, but sure it's lively. Everyone's running around keeping busy with something. At a glance, it looks like they've got around 300 combat-ready soldiers, give or take. Not that many. Count the humans taking shelter here, that about doubles their numbers. Probably have The olden people once doing needlework in the back. I forget how many people were like at the conflict with Bogart and is that Sheffield? Is that the name of the city? I think they had just over 1,000 each, I think? I'm not for sure. This is great, I love it. It's not an army so much as a whole city in the middle of being rebuilt. Gonna go look for brides. Okay. I know what you mean. Yeah, Devis is gonna go look for brides too. The walls and roads may be in terrible shape, but there's more life here than we've seen in any of the other cities. Of course, this is where London is located in proper human history. No wonder there's so much energy. Artoria? Something wrong? Oh, sorry, it's nothing. I was wondering why such a beautiful place was... Artoria? What were you thinking, Commander? You can't just go jumping off the ramparts or running off into the woods like that. You're the cornerstone of the Round Table Army. The hopes of everyone in Londinium. I think he's a servant. He recognized Gareth and... You know, Gareth's the one that everyone feels bad for because, you know, Lancelot just kind of killed her. You can't just wander off because something caught your eye anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't notice you had people with you. Are you all here to join the Round Table Army? Come with me to your registration at the town square, Wiccan. That won't be necessary, Magar. These people aren't here to join us. They're very important guests. Isn't that right, Oberon? Yep, at least for now. They know each other, right? Whether they end up joining the Round Table or not is ultimately up to Artoria. Oberon? Oh, it is Oberon. When did you get here? Hey, everyone, it's Oberon! That big jerk Oberon is back! Big jerk. Oh no, old lady with a face. You're right, it's really him. It's Oberon and the Cold-Hearted. Just showed up out of nowhere again. Where the heck have you been this whole time? Better be sticking around a while. Don't want to make the kids cry again, do you? Where are these kids? We've seen these sprites before. Did they show up in, like, Camelot or something? Every time you leave, it takes a little longer to cheer them all back up. It goes for us ladies, too. Oh. No, she just has a deep voice. Your sweet nothings always make us feel like princesses. Oh, we love these little moments of affection. You also need to take care of us afterwards. Still have lots of work to do, you know. Really, Oberon? Hey, it's not what you think, okay? A very serious person here in Londinium, I swear. Oh yeah, you're serious, alright? Serious about putting on performances every chance you get. Are you doing Shakespeare? Whenever you show up, the whole Round Table Army goes back to being ordinary citizens. Closest thing we have to festivals around here. Don't get me wrong, helps us keep smiling even when times are tough, but hang on. Didn't you say the next time you came back you'd bring the Child of Prophecy with you? No way. Is that... Oh crap. That's right. This is Artoria, the savior of Norwich you've all heard so much about. Don't lie. Her staff of selection was sent here from Paradise, just like Percival's spear of selection. Okay, he's got a special spear. She's the Child of Prophecy, the savior of Britain you've all been waiting for. We're gonna cut there. Oberon being cute? Yeah, okay. Oh, Londinium. Wait, 2 quests. Give me those mana prisms. Oh yeah, they're gonna give us more quartz for doing the story in a couple days. So I gotta make sure to get all that. Oh no, that's a new faceless guy sprite. He's gonna die terribly too. And other woman with a hat. I don't know why this woman has eyes, but the other woman didn't, but... Gareth and Percival are getting along. Percival is gonna die terribly to save Gareth, I just know it. Huh, really is like a festival. Guess we won't be able to talk to Artoria for a while. Or we're repeating pan-human history and Gareth dies horribly to Tomlin Lancelot. Seems like everyone in town's caught the Child of Prophecy fever. Maybe we should help her out, Oberon? I don't think she's too big on being fawned over like that. Oh, I'm sure she isn't. Artoria's always been keenly aware of the pressure that comes with fairies pinning their hopes on her. At the same time, she's always been good at handling those very hopes. What do you think, Horsey? Should we rescue her from that crowd? Nah, she'll be fine. Oh, you look happy about this, Horsey. Victoria really handling this differently than usual? She sure is. Usually she stutters and fumbles for words for guilt or lack of confidence, but not this time. She's just basking in it. This is Londinium, city that dreams of a proper future for Britain. The people she's talking to now aren't just hoping she'll keep them safe because they're only worried about themselves. She's saying something much purer than that now. In fact, I bet she's actually proud to be the child of prophecy for the first time in her life. It's like her eyes have been clouded by everything she's seen all this time. She's finally seen clearly. I mean, Artoria and Oberon's eyes are... What does that have to do with Oberon's eyes? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Just a thought I had. So... what does this mean for Oberon? Is that how he feels about like going around to other places? Like, he actually secretly likes people liking him? He's not pure evil? Come on, no, we know he's pure evil. I don't know. I'm the Fairy King after all, so that I'd try my hand on a little poetic figure of speech for once. Sorry everyone kept you so long. Hope it wasn't too much bother. Oh no bother at all. They're all incredibly nice. You have to tell them I enjoyed my time immensely. On another note, Morimas is the only one not here. He's still talking to the townspeople? No, he's at the smithy. 100%. Hey, sorry I'm late. I had to take care of something. Turns out they do have a smithy here. It's in dang shambles. Got a great furnace, but only one guy who knows how to tend it worth a dang, pardon my French. Gotta come take a look-see, Artoria. It's one heck of a fixer-upper. Got a ton of quartz crystals too, so you can make all the glass stuff you want. Oh, really? Sounds great. Definitely check it out. But not right now. Percival is just about to show us to the Round Table Army's war room. As a member of the Child of Prophecy's entourage, you're not to go off on your own like that anymore. Got it? Oh no, she's in charge now. Child of Prophecy's entourage. You turn into Miss High and Mighty. You haven't even rung one dang bell yet. All that attention go to your head or something? Yeah, that ain't it. Not gonna ray, isn't it? Hey, I get it. Must be rough, seeing your old frenemy living it up as queen. Then again, it's not like you two are working with the same kind of materials. Shame you're a little too lacking in. Wow, Morimas. Artoria's a cute. I mean, she's no maid, but come on. Sex appeal to be queen yourself. I heard that, Morimas. Hey, it's not like blank is required to be a queen. More than one way to be a king. Yes, you're right. Sorry, Artoria. Shouldn't have been running my mouth like that. Nocturne's weird aura must have left a bigger impression on me than I realized. It's wonderful to see you getting along so well. And don't just mean the two of you. I mean everyone. I was worried that the Child of Prophecy might be buckling under the weight of her incredible responsibilities. But it looks like I was worried for nothing. You learn a lot from your example. Not at all. I'm the one who's learned a lot from the people of Londinium. I've been to plenty of different cities. They all had various class differences and complaints about the Queen. Even so, one thing they all had in common was a wish for someone to save them from their situation. But the people of this town are different. They're all so honest, and they don't depend on anyone else. What the heck? I thought I just felt like a spider or something on my arm, but it's too dark to see. Oh, no, not like this. Now that I've talked to them myself, I see there are fairies standing up for humans, and humans standing up for fairies. They're not fighting just for themselves. They're standing up to the Queen to make things better for everyone else. I think that's exactly what a true Knight of the Round Table should be. People who don't stand above or below one another, but who all stand side by side to help one another. No way of knowing what a true Knight of the Round Table is supposed to be like. But it's true that the Round Table Army isn't a resistance run solely by or for humans. We do want to change things for humans. First, we want to change all of Britain for the better. You guys are so dead, oh my god. We don't differentiate between humans and fairies. We're just people who share a dream for the future. Even I know more than one of the many such people Lord Oberon assembled. Huh? Lord Oberon? He founded you guys? Oberon? You don't mean... No wonder you're so really popular. That's right. Lord Oberon founded the Round Table Army. He saved me when I had nowhere else to go, removed the curse on Londinium, and carefully, quietly traveled Britain in search of like-minded people. And he works himself to the bone to keep us funded. I've also heard he's earned a reputation as a notorious debtor throughout Britain. A lot of soldiers are under the impression that I'm the Round Table Army's leader, but I believe that that role belongs to Lord Oberon. Oh man, you guys are so sketchy now. Come on, get that out. Told you before, all I did was invest in this operation. You're the Round Table Army's leader, Percival. You're the one who grew it to this size. Alright, if you insist, Lord Oberon. Let's just say that I managed to find all these wonderful allies through one person's dedicated efforts, rather than good fortune. Anyway, now that you're all more acclimated to Londinium, let me show you to our headquarters. Fortunately, it's the only place so far to be both well guarded and have a proper roof. Sorry about that. Hang on, Percival. What's this picture up on that wall? Picture? Oh, that's a memorial that was painted during the Fae area. Is it in the background somewhere? I don't see it. None of us really know much about it, though. That's a Chekhov's gun, probably. Oh, yeah, I have no idea what this figure could be. Haha. Oh, I mean, I kind of don't know what it is, but... That 6 fairies dancing around a large beast? Almost looks like they're holding a festival. Never seen any beast like that in Britain before. Looks like some kind of monster to me. Maybe a personification of the calamities. I don't know if I agree with... Okay, look. Some level of spoilers. If it's not the final boss, it's one of the final bosses. Is like a big old monster that looks like that. It kind of reminds me of, you know, Skyward Sword, like the big monster you have to hit the toes of to knock it down and then kill? Looks like that, kind of. Don't know if I agree with that. The beast almost looks like it loves them. I think so too. Probably can't feel it because you're a proper human history or heroic spirit, Muramasa. But this beast is definitely depicted as very loving. No British fairy would be afraid of this moral. Anything, I think it'd be seen as grand order. Huh? You're a proper human history or heroic spirit? Grand, huh? Can't tell how it feels to Gareth and Habertrand since I'm not a fairy myself. This wouldn't happen to be a religious painting, would it, Percival? A religious painting? Sorry, I don't know what that word means. All I know is that this memorial originally belonged to the fairies of Orkney, the Rang clan. It said that a knight of Londinium brought it here from the ruins of Orkney, while Londinium was still being constructed. Apparently it depicts the creation of Britain. In an old fairy language, it's known as the Abyssal Worm. Okay, sure. A worm? It looks like a huge beast. There's like a dragon or something. Oh, what the heck? You're being stalked? Something wrong, Horsey. See someone suspicious over there? Felt like I was just being watched. No, you don't say that just on my imagination line. Hey, Da Vinci. So this was a religious painting, right? And you think it's a god? Yeah, it probably is. The 6 fairies shown here are obviously stand-ins for the 6 clans, probably the original forefathers. Whatever the big thing is, they're clearly worshipping it. That has to mean this creature stands above the fairies, which would make it a god. Thing is, there are no gods in Fairy Britain. Like I said, the Great Cathedral is only for show. I mean, that doesn't mean there couldn't used to be one. Been to almost every city in Britain looking for information. Never seen another memorial like that. That's my point. This memorial's been around since before Morgan's rule. Hell, it's probably been around since before Fairy Britain was even a thing. Oh, so it's depicting something from the Fae era, before it became the era of the High Queen. Wait, then does that mean Queen Morgan doesn't know about this memorial? Nah, she must. Probably no accident that it was left out of the history books. Once Morgan became queen, she wanted to be the only power the fairies believed in. So she erased the concept of godhood from Britain by pretending it never existed. That way, it could never pose a threat to her rule. May it just be that this memorial holds part of the answer as to what causes the calamities. I mean, I feel like Moss is assuming things. And why there are no gods in Britain. Too bad the only words on it are written in Old Farian. Old Farian? Can't make heads or tails of it. Can you read it, Oberon? Here, look. This part here definitely looks like writing. Sorry, but no. Oh, he can totally read it. I can kind of read the modern fairy language now, but this is beyond me. Guess the only people who can read this are in Camelot's administration. I see. That's too bad. Gosh, I had no idea this painting was so important. So I'm too uneducated to be of any help. Still, if it's that important, I'll make arrangements to have it properly preserved right away, instead of leaving it exposed to the elements. Also look for historians and have them dig around to see if there are any other notable artifacts. If we're lucky, they might be able to turn up some other precious records. Good idea. Once we take over Norwich, we should have a lot more personnel to work with. Either way, we need to get to work on restoring Londinium, so the sooner we can put together a plan, the better. Huh? Why are we taking over Norwich? Sorry, did you say take over Norwich? Alright, we're cutting to black there? Yep, okay. Last hero then. We love the Oberon cut to blacks. Right, the last one was Lord Oberon, right? And then everyone was like, oh, no, wait, no. No. The last one was when Artorias the Shroud of Prophecy. Never mind. We still love the Oberon cut to blacks, though. This background is so Dark Souls-esque. Welcome to the war room. I mean, I guess that is a roof. We repurposed our room from the bell tower because it gives us a view of all of Londinium. Also repurposed the rooms on the floor right below us as guest rooms, so I hope you'll find them to your liking. Thanks, but we have something more important to talk about now. Are you serious about taking over Norwich? I thought the Round Table Army's only enemy was the Queen. Didn't they say that like the castle Spriggan is in is like unattackable? What reason could you have to attack anywhere apart from Camelot? You're right. Normally such a thing would be unthinkable for us. But we can't afford to ignore what's going on in Norwich. Your valiant efforts did lead to the destruction of the Calamity at Norwich. But the instant the Shroud of Prophecy left Camelot, Spriggan petitioned the Queen for military aid. He claims that the residents of Norwich now support the Shroud of Prophecy and are now traitors to the crown. He's using the Shroud of Prophecy as an excuse to massacre fairies and take back his land. We only learned about this yesterday from a secret correspondence sent by someone calling himself the Count. I wonder who that could be. The Queen's forces will probably arrive at Norwich tonight. That way we have more than 2 days to spare. We've already put out a call for our comrades across the land to come back to Londinium. As soon as they're all here, we'll set out for Norwich. Our goal is to occupy Norwich's gate and take control of the city before Spriggan can have his citizens massacred. Even if they paint us as barbaric invaders for doing so. I don't much like our chances at victory. Norwich's people aren't going to be happy to see us. I mean, I guess, you know, they think Mashu's the savior. Most fairies just think of the Round Table Army as a gang of militant humans. I doubt they'd see much difference between the Round Table Army and the Spriggan, really. But I mean, they do know us. So I mean, we could, you know, get on a tall platform. Oops, I had to cut it and I accidentally skipped a line. I doubt they'd see much difference between the Round Table Army and Spriggan, really. A gang of human militants. ... But please, I don't want you all worrying about that. We're the ones who made this call. This isn't your battle to fight. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna chill here. You guys go, you know, do whatever. You're here to recover. You'll be safe in Londinium. Not even the Queen's Magecraft can reach you here. Horsey. Oberon. We have telepathy now. You want me to be the one to say it, don't you? Let's go ring that bell, Artoria. Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. Alright, I understand. I've made up my mind too. You get the inspirational string instrument? Those are strings, right? I am terrible at telling instruments apart. Percival, you haven't once asked for my help. And neither did the people of Londinium. All you've done is encourage me and worry about me. You haven't demanded I save you in return or anything at all. You've only wished me luck. So, I'm gonna do my part too. I can't ring Norwich's bell by myself. I'm going to need your help. So please, help me. Help me show everyone that the Round Table Army isn't some gang of militant humans, but comrades of the Child of Prophecy who are just as intent on saving Britain as she is. I want to protect Gareth's smile. It'd be my genuine pleasure, Artoria. Thank you. Can't say if this battle of ours will ultimately be for good or for evil, but I can swear upon this land that we'll do our best to make you proud. Not over yet. Allow me to fill you in on the makeup of the Round Table Army. We have one company made up of about 400 fairies and humans under my command that serves as our main military force. We also have 5 platoons of about 50 soldiers each. Two of the platoons are led by 2 fairy knights who were part of the Queen's army, Aurelian and Atoli. I don't know how to say those. The other 3 are led by human knights, Kenwood, Landon, and Kalwas. I don't know. I'll introduce you to everyone later. We have another 5 squads made up of like-minded comrades, but they're still in training. Their instructor is Secretary Magar, whom we all met earlier. They didn't mention that name. Londonium is also home to a large number of civilians, as you saw for yourselves. They're the ones who handle construction, sewing, cooking, smithing, governance, and education. It's a lot of work for only 300 people, but they've all been doing a great job. Next, I should tell you about the city's reconstruction timetable, the amount of resources we'll need to procure each month in order to... Whoa, hold on, Percival. Why don't you just tell us about all the nitty-gritty stuff later? Yeah. Right now, it's probably better if we just focus on the Norwich attack. I mean, see for yourself. Doing her best to listen politely even though she's barely following along. See? They had their limits a while ago. After Stan, it's only been the 8 of us for a while now. So you really need to ease them into discussions involving the best use of thousands of personnel, you know? You're right. Sorry. I was just so touched by what Lady Artoria said that I didn't realize I was running my mouth. So embarrassed. No, that's okay. I get pretty rambly when I'm happy too. Like, can you just call me Artoria like you did before? I don't think I'm ready for Lady yet. I love her facial expressions. Of course, Artoria. Alright, let me try this again. Well, I mean, you know, I was thinking he's a servant, but he hasn't really acted, like, you know, weird about Artoria at all, right? Like, you'd recognize her as, you know, his king. So maybe he's not a servant, maybe he is just a human. I plan on sending half of my company and 3 of our platoons to Norwich, so about 400 soldiers in total. In the meantime, the Count has gathered a group of anti-Queen, well, anti-Spriggan really, MPs and residents in Norwich who are willing to fight. I'm told they number about 400 as well. So between ourselves and the Count's forces, we should have about 800 soldiers. That's what we'll have to defeat the troops the Queen sends from Camelot with. And to help you reach the bell tower in Spriggan's castle. 800, huh? Ain't much if you're hoping to take control of both the city and Spriggan's castle. Not to mention we'll be up against fairies, which half our soldiers are human. You're not worried we might be outclassed? No, I'm not. The Round Table Army uses weapons and tactics that are optimized for fighting fairies. I have complete faith in our ability to make up for the difference in power. However, Spriggan's Vault Castle, as he calls it, will be too much for us to handle. Right. Hey, Moramasa, can you just use your Noble Phantasm on it? It's an impregnable iron tower that neither human nor fairy can possibly break through. So I'd like to ask for your help in infiltrating it. Horsey, Lord Oberon has told me about your magecraft. He says that you're capable of summoning warriors in battle that can easily defeat an entire platoon. Yep. Sure, I'll just summon another Moramasa to use his Noble Phantasm, like he did in Shimosa. We won't be able to break through the Vault Castle's gate by sheer force. Only hope is for a small team to sneak inside and open it from within. It'll be a dangerous mission. Will you be willing to accept it? Yeah, okay. Nod. Thank you, Horsey. With you and Artoria helping, I think we have a real chance of victory. The platoons we have out on patrol in the south right now will be back by evening. Once they arrive, we'll set out for Norwich. Ideally, we should be able to arrive under cover of night and take control of the city before Spriggan can react. Hope you don't mind that I'll be leading the charge once we arrive, Artoria. Not at all. This is your army. You should be giving the orders. Alright, I'll go plan our attack with this new development in mind. The Count was kind enough to enclose a map with his letter. That should help us secure a route inside. Count Pepperon doesn't miss a trick, does he? Expect we'll be leaving in about 3 hours. Until then, take some time to relax. Gotcha. Gonna go pay the textile workshop a visit then. That pile of unused cloth scraps is downright obscene. I know the weavers must be busy, but you can make so many cute clothes for the children with all that. So I'm gonna go help them out and prove just how dependable old Happycat can be. I still don't understand the point of Habitrot. I'm sure she'll do something eventually. As for me, I consider myself your apprentice now, Percival. So I'd love it if you could give me more lessons on how to improve my lance skills. Of course. I'm afraid I can only spare the time until the strategy outline comes in. Gonna go give the kids at the smithy some pointers. As far as I can tell, this whole city's only got one decent blacksmith and a whole bunch of apprentices. Guess I better go put in some overtime since I can't help much with the battle. there anything you'd like me to look into, Percival? Yes. I'd like you to see what's happening in Oxford. We haven't been to Oxford, right? We've just kind of avoided it. Woodrose is the most likely of all the clan heads to lose patience first. So after Norwich, I'm guessing he'll be our next major threat. I'm inclined to agree, yes. I'll talk to Aurora as well, see if she can keep him occupied for us. Aurora? But I thought you only had a self-defense force, not an army. Armies are just one of the tools for fighting a war, Da Vinci. Yeah, joke's on you, Woodrose is a simp. You see, Woodrose has a kind of a thing for Aurora lately. So the woman he wants so much, but hasn't given him the time of day, suddenly wants to see him. Bold, Oberon. You can't just toy with someone's feelings like that. I'm not toying with anyone. If anything, I'm helping him. Woodrose has never been lucky in love, so thanks to me, he'll finally get the date he's been dreaming of. I haven't even met this Woodrose guy, and I can't help but feel kind of sorry for him. Oh, cute Oberon. Alright, gonna fly over to Salisbury. All goes well. I'll see you guys again in Norwich. Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna go introduce myself to Secretary I don't know how to say that name. Magare? What are you going to do, Horsey Artoria? Gonna take Percival up on his kind offer and take a nap in the room below. Looks like we have a long night to march ahead of us, so I need to rest up while I can. Okay. Yeah, I need to go check it on Rage a bit. Horsey bro's gonna stay together. Oh yeah. Last I saw, the kids were packed so tightly around him in the town square, he could barely move. Imagine he could use some help right about now. Okay then, everyone. Please meet back here in 3 hours. Our assault on Norwich begins at sunset. And okay. Part 2 is really getting into it, huh? Like the first section, you know, we go meet Morgan. Second section, oh yeah, we're good. We're going to war. A lot faster pace than part 1. Norwich 2. So I assume we ring the bell now. Hey, we get a bell. I wonder if that's intentional. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time for some more Fake Grand Order. Bye.